Okay, hopefully I just started the stream. And we will share the link. And yeah, we got an Indie World this week. Pretty cool. I'm more excited about something that's happening on Friday. Super Mario RPG coming out. But an Indie World is still cool nonetheless. So like I said, just give me a second to share the link a few places. And I'll check out chat and we can sit here for, we got like 7 minutes until the Indie World starts. And yeah. I don't know what to expect in this one. Pyoro kind of maybe hinted at, was it Outer Worlds, I think? Outer Wilds or something like that. Yeah, that's the game. The Outer Worlds. Outer Wild. Or Wilds. I think it's Wild. I haven't played it, clearly. Which I guess got announced, I think, for Switch, like, 2021 or something. And we still haven't gotten it, I believe. So, it's a little overdue. Be cool if we got Silksong here, but I have no idea how long it'll take before Silksong shows up anywhere, as it got delayed. Hey, what's up, chat? People jumping in. Sup? Yo, howdy, Papa. Hi. I love your videos. I'm a big fan. Thank you. Someone said I was not aware of this. Yeah, I mean, Nintendo posted about it yesterday, and yep. It surprised me too, so I wasn't expecting an Indie World, but it's cool. I said this a little earlier, but I'm more excited about something that's happening on Friday this week. Mario RPG coming out. But yeah. Still cool to get an Indie World. Any new videos in the work? I'm dying for some new content. Yeah, I've been a little light on content lately, huh? Well, okay, here's what I want to do. So, I was going to do a video on the cut characters from Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, but it got really close to when the game was coming out, and I tried to write the video, and I tried to write it, like, not negative, because it's such a negative topic, to talk about what characters have been cut out of a game like that, and, every attempt I made at the video just seemed really, really negative, and I got really close to the release date, and I didn't want to drop a video like the day before or the day it came out or even the day after that was like the super negative video about cut characters, so I kind of shelved that one. I do still want to do that video, but I might kind of change it to a video about, like, cutting characters in fighting games in general, why it was such a big deal that Smash Ultimate did Everyone Is Here, why when they cut characters like the Smash ballot had everybody just voting for Snake and Wolf and Ice Climbers and just wanting the old characters back, and kind of the duality of fighting games cutting characters to make newcomers, but that it really just makes people want the number one newcomers people want are the cut characters because they're the ones they miss. So it's like this weird thing. So I want to talk about that because I think it's specifically for crossover platform fighters, not necessarily platform fighters, but crossover fighting games like Smash Brothers, Multiverses, and Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl. I think cutting characters is a little deeper than games like Street Fighter or Tekken, not having a character in the next game. Because there's like a storyline attached to that and everything. Whereas these games are about crossovers. It's all about who's here, who gets in, seeing these characters interact with each other. So when you cut characters from those crossover fighting games, it cuts pretty deep. And I feel like you gotta find a way around that. I feel like Multiverses doing a free-to-play live service game kind of gets rid of that. Sakurai's been talking about how Smash Ultimate probably can never be topped roster-wise. So I want to talk, I think, just about cuts in general, I think is what the video is going to turn into. But I might shelve that and do that in like a week or two. Because right now I want to do a video on Mario RPG. I'm probably going to do a video on the future for Geno and Mallow and Mario RPG and what this game means for the future. Potentially getting Geno in Smash, potentially getting a sequel, potentially getting more Mario RPG games since Thousand Year Door is getting a remaster, stuff like that. I think that video I'm going to try to get done before Friday, so that's this week, hopefully. I hate promising videos because, like the cut Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl video, I didn't get it done in time, and now it's shelved and probably for the future. But that's my plan video-wise. Try to do like a future Mario RPG, what it means for the future of Geno and those characters and Mario RPG in general. And a little bit of Smash talk there, too, because I want to talk a little bit about when Smash might come back and stuff, and what that could mean for, again, Geno and stuff in the future for potentially being in Smash. So that video I'm going to try to get out before the game comes out. If I don't get it out before the game comes out, it'll be after the game comes out. Friday, I am definitely going to be streaming Super Mario RPG. So Friday and Saturday, definitely plan on streaming Super Mario RPG. Hopefully just playing through the whole game. So that's my plan. There's a midnight release at my GameStop this Thursday. So I'm going to get it at midnight, but I might do the craziest thing I've ever done and hold off until the next day so I can stream it while more people can watch it at like 5 p.m. on Friday and just start the game and stream it there. Because I just feel like it's something people would probably really want to watch on this channel. So that is definitely happening. Sunday is my birthday, so I would also stream Sunday if I don't finish, but it's possible my birthday interferes with that. So we'll see, but definitely streaming Mario RPG this weekend. Trying to do a Mario RPG future for Geno, Smash, Mario RPG, Mallow, all that video. Hopefully before that. If it's not, it'll be next week then, after the game comes out. Those are the things I have in the works. And then the cuts, Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl video is probably just going to become a video about cuts in general for fighting games, because I just didn't want to make such a negative video specifically on Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, because it just felt like I was like bullying the game, and I didn't want to hurt its sales. Like, I want the game to do good, so I didn't want to do that right before it came out and make this really negative video about cut characters. So that's my idea. That's my idea. Thank you for the happy birthdays. I see a bunch of happy birthdays in chat. Yeah, I'm hoping Silk Song's here. So I'll talk about Indie World now. I'll get off Mario RPG and stuff. I'm sure it'll come back up in this stream, because it's on my mind nonstop, just waiting for Friday. But yeah, Indie World, Silk Song would be cool. And I think Pyro kind of leaked Outer Wilds, or Outer Wild, whatever it's called. I haven't played it. Is my mic a bit scratchy? Sorry, guys. I'll try to... I don't know what I can do about that at the moment. Yeah, Pizza Tower. I know a lot of people like Pizza Tower. I haven't played it either. Thanks for the happy birthdays. Oh, the live-action Zelda movie. Yeah, that looks really interesting. I say looks really interesting. Sounds really interesting. The producer, I have mixed feelings on. He's the Spider-Man producer guy. Spider-Man's been hit or miss. And I know he was specifically the one who I think caused Sam Raimi to like have to add Venom to Spider-Man 3 and kind of ruin Spider-Man 3. So I don't know about that guy. We'll see. But Zelda movie's amazing. Like hey, Shante! Hey, nice. Shante's back. Awesome. All right, I wasn't expecting that. That's cool. I know people want Shante for Smash. She got a Mii costume. Oh, cool. Okay, a foreground, background game. That's like Wario Land. The Virtual Boy Wario Land had that 3D effect thing. Shantae Advance. Oh, cool. Is that... I don't know the Shantae game super well. I know them, but I don't, like... I have an encyclopedic knowledge of all their entries or anything.
In 2001, we started development of a Shantae sequel for Game Boy Advance. It was never completed, but we'd always hoped that someday we could go back and finish it.
That's the original's cover there, so is this a remake of the original?
The original development team back together to complete the Lost Shantae game.
Oh, okay, this is the scrapped Game Boy Advance game. That's sick!
Nintendo Switch, and we cannot wait for you to play it.
After 20 years, this long-lost half-genie...
That's cool. That's... like when Star Fox 2 came out on the, Super NES Classic, like, that was awesome. That's cool. I like when stuff like this happens.
Granted, naturally.
Indie World's starting off strong here. That's a good one. That's a good win for Shantae fans.
Dances that let me transform into different animals with unique abilities.
Bigger.
How about completely rearranging stages by shifting the foreground and background to solve puzzles and find new ways to progress?
Now you're talking. Plus, for the first time in the series, up to 4 players can duke it out on the same screen in a local multiplayer.
It's got like a Bomberman look to
I
it.
didn't even wish for
I
that
like
one.
that.
Embark on this once-lost revolutionary adventure when Shante Advance. Risky Revolution spins onto
Cool,
the
alright,
Nintendo
next year.
Switch next year.
I've been calling it Shante Advance. It's cool. You don't get a lot of Game Boy Advance throwback stuff. We got Advance Wars Reboot Camp, but there's not too much Game Boy Advance like throwback stuff out there. And I know a lot of people have like strong nostalgia for the Game Boy Advance. Golden Sun getting a remake would be amazing. So that's cool. That's cool to get a lost Shante game. That's really cool. Yeah, I agree with chat. They can probably do more with the Shante game than they probably originally intended to, since they don't have to go with the Game Boy Advance limitations. Though it looked like they were trying to make it mostly, look like a Game Boy Advance game. Besides maybe the artwork, like the drawings of Shante and other characters that are popping in, looked a little crisper and more modern.
Biomes to uncover the secrets of this long-forgotten world. There are tools to craft, crops to grow, pets to hatch, bases to build, and monsters to fight during your subterranean adventure.
No need to do it alone, though, as up to
The game is
8
still
players
canonical
can
to the
work
Shante
together.
timeline.
Online
It's just
multiplayer
that we never knew what
explores
happened in
the
it exactly. That's
Customize
cool.
your own character, assign skills.
I think I have one of the Shante games that I played. I don't. It might be the first one. Actually, I think the first one was for Game Boy
Endless Cavern
Color,
is ready
right?
to be explored in
I don't know which one I have.
Switch next summer.
I have one of them. I haven't kept up with the series or anything, but it was always in like Nintendo Power and stuff, and I've known about her for such a long time. When people wanted her for Smash, she feels like one of those like long time characters that have been on Nintendo consoles for such a long time that I always like the idea of getting her in Smash, and the fact that she's a genie, cool moveset potential. But I always like characters that prove their Nintendo-ness by being with Nintendo for a long time, and Shante gives me a lot of nostalgia for seeing her games in like Nintendo Power magazines and stuff. Like she's just been with Nintendo for so long. I'm for it.
Ciao, sono Mauro, direttore creativo di On Your Tail.
Io sono Imma, l'art director.
It runs on the Game Boy Advance. Did they say that?
Del gioco. E tutti noi di
I know they do like the limited run games. Sometimes comes out with like older games on
vediamo l'ora di
things, right?
accompagnarvi in un'indimenticabile avventura investigativa.
Molti di noi cresciuti qui in Italia condividono bellissimi ricordi delle vacanze al mare. Per un paio di magiche settimane si viveva una vita diversa.
Okay, so it's already getting a GBA release, and now it's coming to Switch too. That's cool.
L'avventura
Okay,
di Diana
okay,
in On
cool.
Your Tail è ispirata a quelle esperienze, ma con un pizzico di mistero in
Yeah,
più.
limited run games. I
Speriamo
think they
che la
did that
visita a
with the
bordo marina
original
possa darvi
Shante
quelle
game.
stesse sensazioni di intrigo e meraviglia.
I think they re-released it, and they've done it with other games.
A seaside mystery awaits in this narrative.
Some sort of furry
life
detective game.
with a
Yeah, that's what it
little
looks
bit
like.
of sleuthing mixed in. As the intrepid young detective Diana explore the charming village.
Yeah, it's weird when
of
stuff like that happens. A new GBA cart in 2024. Yeah, we've gotten like I think like NES carts and stuff have come out. It's so weird when something like that happens. It's like cool, very nostalgic. I like that.
Masked menace on the loose?
Yeah, about that. Use your investigation and interrogation skills to get to the bottom of this mystery. Collecting clue cards along the way will help deduce who the menace behind the mask really is.
Play your clue cards right, and you might just have a vacation you'll never forget. On
That's
Your
kinda
Tail
cool. I like the
launches
card-
on Nintendo Switch
card game
as a
thing going on there.
console exclusive next year.
She has lived in these woods, but it all fell apart when her brother was taken away. The prophet was born deaf, which gives her a unique protection against this curse.
Werewolf
Many
game?
restless nights she spent to perhaps reveal the unlucky fate of her brother.
Big shadow drop today. Yeah, usually in Indie World, there's usually a few things that they say like available now. Actually, in any Nintendo Direct. or Indie World, they usually have something that you know, people don't expect, and it comes out like that day. Howl, okay, some werewolf game.
A fairy tale world is being ravaged by the Howl, a sinister plague spread.
Yeah, the art style does remind me of the mural in Breath of the Wild. I agree with that.
Back peace to this realm.
Use both your weapons and wits to progress.
It's got that flat, like, cave art painting style. Like, you see both eyes for the wolf on one side of its head.
Art style.
You'll need to stay more than 1 step ahead. 6 steps, in fact.
I can't wait to never see Silksong again. Hey, you can close out with Silksong, maybe. I don't know. It's like, it's been delayed so much. Yeah, I've kind of also, I'm trying just not to think about it and just, hey, whenever it comes out, it comes out. So it's like Metroid Prime 4. It's like, I just don't want to think about it. Though I think Prime 4 is probably next year, is my guess. But
later today,
we will see.
A free demo will also be available on Nintendo eShop.
But soon Commander said, because hopefully by your birthday you can do an actual live stream of Super Mario RPG. Yes, I will be live streaming Super Mario RPG. Likely Friday, the 17th, when it comes out. My GameStop is doing a midnight release Thursday at midnight. I'm going to do maybe one of the hardest things I'll ever have to do. I might wait till Friday so that I can stream it when more people can watch it during the day, and stream my playthrough so that you guys can watch it. But yes, I'll stream it on Friday, probably into Saturday, or, you know, take a break and stream on Saturday as well. And my birthday is Sunday, so, you know, we'll see. It's a game that you can beat in, like, two or 3 days, though. So I plan to play through it this weekend and stream it. So feel free to watch alongside with me. It's been a while since I've actually played Mario RPG, though. Like, well, I played the beginning of the game. I did that like a year or two ago for an April Fool's joke. My brother played through the beginning of the game like a year or two before that. But yeah, it's probably been almost a decade since I played it. I'm guessing I haven't played it since like 2013-14, since I've actually done like a playthrough of Mario RPG. So yeah, it's gonna be interesting. And yes, I know the game leaked, so there's a lot out there, but it's like, you know, I already know what happens in the game, so I'm not really sitting down watching anybody stream it or anything yet. So I've seen some screenshots of stuff. I pretty much know what's in the game, but
as young photographer,
you know, it'll be fun to experience it all in the remake and stuff. Again, the spoilers for the game aren't like, you know, gonna spoil the story for me or anything. We already knew there was rematch bosses afterwards. That seems to be the only real added content, besides some, like, you know, minor changes here and there. But again, I'll see the minor changes here and there when I play it myself, because I haven't watched somebody play through it or anything.
Discover the beauty of The Star Named Eos, launching on Nintendo Switch next spring.
Here's an oddly specific question.
Yeah, another indie collab like Cadence of Hyrule would be really cool.
Made you more powerful.
Then each trip to the supermarket would make me a hero?
Exactly! Though, in the
Backpack
case of this
hero.
roguelike deck builder, the supermarket is a perilous
I just like the name. The name's just funny.
full of enemies to battle, allies to encounter,
Awesome King. I play Super Mario RPG on day one.
I
Yes.
still get to be a hero though, right?
Yes! Bring back the loot you find in the dungeon to help rebuild your hometown. The locals will certainly consider you.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do. I got the game coming out Thursday at midnight for me. But I want to stream myself playing it. You know, the remaster for the first time for you guys. I don't want to do that Thursday at midnight because I just feel like not too many people are gonna tune in. So I might somehow hold off, distract myself until like noon on Friday or 5 p.m. Eastern time on Friday, something like that, and start then when I can get more people actually watching.
Welcome to
Yeah, Streetport would be cool.
Osaka.
If it's not already on Switch, I haven't.
Cyberpunk world
No, I don't think
where
it is.
A group known as the Misa Association is charged with protecting the city from demon attacks.
Yeah, see, that's what I might do. I might save it for Friday night. Do like Friday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. Start then, play it, you know, late into the night. Take a break at some point, sleep, and then wake up on Saturday and play Saturday morning through Saturday and probably beat the game by Saturday night, or even Saturday, you know, mid-afternoon or something. It's the kind of game you can beat in about a day or two like that.
Chimera slashes onto Nintendo Switch as a timed console exclusive next spring.
These hills.
But it's going to take some real serious discipline from myself to get that game Thursday at midnight and go, alright, I'm not playing it right now. I'm going to wait. But I might do that for you guys. So you can watch it on Friday. Cool art style. Looks like a live-action cartoon. Like whatever she said there. You can skip rocks in the
Come
game.
to the lighthouse, Moira. Come as fast as you can.
Yeah, I could play it and then just make a new save, but I kind of want people to see me play it, like, for the first time. Like, experience it for the first time. Because I could, on Thursday night, like, play through till, like, Mac or something, go to bed, mess around in the game that afternoon just for fun, and then at 5 p.m. restart the game or something, but we'll see. We'll see.
The remote Scottish Highlands can be beautiful, but also harsh and unforgiving if you're not prepared. That balance is something we've tried to capture in the gameplay of a Highland song, from difficult climbs to fast-paced rhythm runs.
We're excited for you to immerse yourself in the landscape we've created.
Get ready to head for the hills.
Setting's cool. A Highland song. Yeah, I like the art style. This looks really cool.
All roads lead to the ocean in this narrative platformer.
Any hope for Mario RPG 2 if this game does well? Yeah, I think there actually is very good hope for Mario RPG 2.
Hundreds of new paths and shortcuts.
What's his name?
As fast as you can.
Is it Chihiro Fujioka or something like that? I'm forgetting his name. The director of Super Mario RPG did say, like, a year ago in an interview, he said he would love for his last game to be Super Mario RPG 2. He would love to retire on that game. Would be awesome. Like, would be so cool if this game does well and Square and Nintendo are like, alright, let's do a Mario RPG 2. What's my ideal team for Mario RPG? I know it's like the best team in the game, but Mario, Gino, Peach, this is what I play.
So basically all my
But I'm gonna mix it up. I mean, we got the triple attack this time, which I think will make me mix it up more. I heard post game you can get weapons for Bowser, Mallow, and Gino that make them more on the level of Peach and Mario. So, you know, I'm sure I'll be switching up the team often. But yeah, the end game team, the really strong team is generally Mario, Gino, and Peach. You put the lazy shell armor on Peach. Use her to heal everybody. Gino boosts the heck out of Mario and then just hit stuff with Mario. it's the strongest thing. But maybe the post-game enemies will be tougher, you know, or maybe they'll have specific strategies or something and I won't be able to just do that. Yeah, I mean, I love Gino, so I'll, obviously play him often, but it's not like I only exclusively play Gino, though. I'm definitely going to try out all the different team combinations to see the triple attacks, and certain enemies have weaknesses to certain things, and you gotta mix it around. Plus, in this game, you can switch characters. Like, it's like Pokemon. You can swap characters mid-battle, so it won't be so confining to what three you decide to go in with. You'll be able to switch characters around. Oh, I'm sorry you're sick. Somebody in the chat said they're sick. Marion Benson said they're sick. I've been sick for a long time. I finally feel better like this week. But yeah, since like September, I got sick, then I was getting somewhat better, and then I got sick again, and like it was like 2 months of being like kind of sick, which is also part of the reason why I haven't gotten a ton of videos or anything done. It's been hard to talk without like coughing and sneezing a ton, which puts a real damper on doing videos. This game does look Ace Attorney-like. Is this a detective indie world? Like, didn't we have I don't remember if it was Nintendo Direct or Indie World that was all farm simulator games. Is this our detective simulator game?
Come on, come all.
Indie World.
Traveling circus is in town. Unfortunately, their star.
Well, there's not going to be a Geno amiibo for Mario RPG. I don't think they probably would have announced it already because I don't think we're going to get
one a fellow.
I think it'd be something they announced in Nintendo Direct. I think they knew it would have been hype enough, so I doubt we'll get a Geno amiibo. However, I think Geno's chances to get in Smash in the future are very high. Chances that they'll continue to do Smash amiibos, I think, are really high. So, you know, I think we'll potentially get a Geno amiibo eventually down the road. But speaking of Geno amiibo, go check out Twitter. I made a post about nendoroid. Good Smile, I think, is the company. Good Smile is doing a survey right now asking people what characters they would like them to make nendoroids of. So I voted Geno. I made a post about it. It got like, last time I checked, I think it had like 500 likes on it. A lot of people agreed with it. A lot of people in the comments of that Good Smile post were talking Geno. I mean, right now it's like they're doing the survey until I think November 26th to take character requests. And Mario RPG is coming out right now, so the hype is there. People are thinking about it. Now is the time. Go take that Good Smile survey and put Geno in as a potential nendoroid. Yeah, because that'd be sick. I've always wanted a Geno action figure, an official one. Is this Outer Wilds? I think Pyoro was kind of leaking this yesterday, if it is. Especially with the new art style for the Super Mario RPG remake, I think a nendoroid would look right. Like, it would look pretty good. And obviously Geno is... Yeah, Outer Wilds, there you go. Alright. Obviously, Geno is an action figure in the game, so getting a figure of him is something I've always wanted. There's like a keychain and a Keshi, I think that's what they call it, Keshi, like a little rubber eraser-y guy figure, and that's like it. And they're both very expensive and Japanese only, and you know, you gotta buy them on like eBay and stuff.
But don't dawdle. The solar system is trapped in a time loop, and each planet changes dramatically.
This game is cool, but I'm worried about how it'll run on Switch. I don't know much about this game.
Swallowed by sand. Dodge sky-high
Was it announced for Switch like a couple of years back? I thought that was something people were saying, and we just haven't heard anything about it.
Find the keys to unlock the secrets of the solar system in the most hidden and dangerous.
This is your average everyday wild. This is
Plus,
Bubble.
unravel the
Advanced
deepest
Wild.
secret of them all in the included Echoes
Advanced
of the Eye
Darkness.
expansion.
Grab your cosmic hiking gear.
Yeah, Geno being in Mario Kart would be awesome. That's again, I want to make a video about the future for Geno and talk about Smash stuff, but also talk about just potential Mario RPG 2, potential for Geno and Mallow to show up in things like Mario Kart. So I'm going to make that video, hopefully before the game comes out this week, but if I don't get it done in time, then after the game comes out, probably next week.
But before we go, let's take a look at a few more indie games coming to Nintendo Switch.
All right, here we go. A few more indie games. It said it was going to be 20 minutes long. It's 12:20. So that, yeah, Outer Wilds was probably the big reveal here, along with the Shante game opening. But we'll see what else they have here. Unless they have one more thing and show a Silk Song, but kind of doubt it. Yeah, they'd be perfect for Mario and Rabbids. Yeah, I'd love to see... I don't know what exactly is going on with the Mario RPG remake. I mean, was it Arte Piazza or something like that is the one who's making it? The people who do the Dragon Quest remakes, which is great. It's going to be doing a great job on the remakes, and Mario RPG looks awesome, so very happy with the remake here. But what's going on legally with Geno and how Square and Nintendo, how close they are with him? I mean, he's in Smash as a Mii costume and a Spirit. He's in this remaster. Hopefully they're real cool with letting Nintendo use Geno, so maybe we'll start seeing him in other things. Would be very awesome. Yeah, I don't want Mallow to get shafted or anything like that. Like, I'd love for Geno to get in Smash, and if that happened, like his final Smash having Mallow in it, or a taunt or victory animation having Mallow in it, would be what I'd really want. Or Mallow getting in as an assist trophy or something. I mean, playable Mallow would be awesome too. I don't want to get too greedy with my obscure Mario RPG character requests for Smash.
Thanks for watching, everyone. We hope you enjoyed the games.
But outside of a Smash fighter, yes, if Geno got in like Mario Kart, I would want Geno and Mallow. If Geno got in like Mario Tennis, I would want Geno and Mallow. Like, it would make sense to have both of them.
Nintendo Switch system. Follow our official Indie World account to stay up to date on the latest news from Indie World.
Is there one last thing?
Thanks again for watching.
Oh,
and as always, happy gaming!
Alright. That was it. Cool. Yeah, so, it was a waste of time. The Shante game looked cool. Outer Wilds looked cool. I thought that Highlands game had a cool art style to it. You know, and if you're into detective games, there are quite a few there. it's all, indie worlds are always just indie world stuff. But yeah, Outer Wilds looks pretty cool. Though I haven't played it. People say it's pretty good, and it looked cool here. But the Shante game, I think, is probably the coolest thing here for me personally. Not that I'm a huge Shante fan, but I think it's really cool to take a lost game and make it actually happen like Star Fox 2 did on the Super NES Classic. Anyway, Silk gone. Yeah. Yeah, no Silk song. Sad. But yeah, so Mario RPG remake. Let me just go over the stuff I plan on doing here one more time for whoever's still in chat and people maybe missed me talking about it earlier. So I do still want to do the Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl cut video, but I'm going to change it to just be about a general video about cuts in crossover platform fighters, because I think there's a lot to talk about there. So I'm going to talk about that at some point, probably a little later though, because Mario RPG is happening right now. And the only reason I didn't get around to it was because I was trying to make the video, and every time I did, it felt really negative towards Nickelodeon All-Star Brawl 2, and I didn't want to make a really negative video for that game right before it came out or right when it came out, because I wanted to do well, and it just felt like a lame thing to do. So I'm going to switch it up and just talk about cuts in general for games and what's going on with all that. So that video is probably shelved at some point in the future. Hopefully before the end of the month, I guess, would be time frame. I try to get that one done. And then I want to do a future of Geno, future of Mario RPG, future Smash potential for Geno, and Smash in general future a little bit. I'll probably talk about during that too, because there's a few things going on with Smash that I want to touch on. But the future possibilities for Geno getting another Mario games, potentially getting Mario RPG 2, stuff like that. What this Mario RPG remake could mean for just this going forward stuff. That video I'm going to try to get done before the remake comes out on Friday. So hopefully Wednesday or Thursday. So tomorrow or Thursday, probably Thursday. If I don't get it done in time, though, I still want to do that video, so it would probably be next week after the remake. And then Friday, I will stream Mario RPG, the remake, and probably into Saturday as well. Or, I'll take a break in between, but probably both days, because I don't think I'll be able to beat it in one day. So I'm probably going to stream it a little later on Eastern Standard Time Friday, so 4 or 5 p.m., somewhere in there I'll probably start. Stream into the night, and then take a break, stream again Saturday, hopefully beat the game at some point on Saturday. My birthday is Sunday, so I want to get it done before then, but if I have to bleed into Sunday, so be it. And then, yeah, that's pretty much everything. Yeah, so that's what I have in my mind for future videos going on. I know I've been a little light on the videos, I said earlier, but I've been sick. I keep getting sick. September through October, I got sick, and then I started to feel better, and then I got sick again. And I was real sniffly and coughing. It's just hard to do videos when you're like that. So yeah, sorry about that. Okay, well, I think that's everything I wanted to say to everybody watching. So hopefully I'll get that future Geno video out. But if not, I will see you guys on Friday for Super Mario RPG remake, and we can just talk Mario RPG stuff the whole time, because, I'm super excited for that game. It still is unreal. I don't think until I'm playing it, it's going to be real. Even seeing all the screenshots and so many cutscenes with Geno and stuff, it is still just like, it doesn't feel like it's actually happened. So pretty excited to play through it again. And like I said, I haven't played through the game probably in like a decade. I've played a little bit of it. I played the beginning of it once or twice, started it up, but have not played like past like Moleville, really. So like just when you're getting Geno. So it's been a while, probably a decade since I played it. So we'll see what I remember, see what secrets and stuff I remember in the game. I'll do my best to remember everything. I'm sure a lot of stuff will come back to me as I'm playing it. Who do I think is going to win Game of the Year? I guess Tears of the Kingdom. I didn't play Baldur's Gate. It's possible it could be that, but I'll just guess Tears of the Kingdom. I do know Tears of the Kingdom specifically got a lot of critical acclaim with critics and with people who are in gaming and do game design. I know a lot of people were very impressed with the game's mechanics and stuff like that, and everything they were able to achieve with it, which feels like the sort of thing which might win it Game of the Year. Even though I liked it a lot. I mean, I put over 200 hours in it, so I really enjoyed Tears of the Kingdom. But I do have some issues with it. I do have some like Breath of the Wild. I understand winning Game of the Year. Tears of the Kingdom. It's probably my choice for Game of the Year, but that has to do with me not playing a few of the other potential nominees who could maybe dethrone Tears of the Kingdom for me. And I'm a big Zelda fan, so I have a bias there. But Tears of the Kingdom there's some problems with it. Not that Breath of the Wild didn't have problems. It had probably worse problems than Tears of the Kingdom. But the fact that it's, 6-7 years later since Breath of the Wild, and this was basically a fixed up, better version of Breath of the Wild. That's what it felt like to me anyway, which I, again, very much so enjoyed playing. But, would it have been better to maybe just give us a new Zelda game? Would it have been better to scrap some of the things that didn't really work in Breath of the Wild? Like, I don't know, I wasn't huge on weapon durability. They kind of put a Band-Aid over it. It felt like a lot of things that didn't work in Breath of the Wild, they sort of put a Band-Aid on or optimized to the best that they could without getting rid of or changing the mechanic at its core. So, they gave us themed dungeons, but they were still kind of like the Divine Beast. You were still doing 5, triggers to then do the boss. There were, we didn't get key items exactly. There were still shrines. They were different shrines, but there were still a lot of shrines. And some of those things worked, some of those things didn't. Again, I feel like if Tears of the Kingdom, if Breath of the Wild never came out, and instead Tears of the Kingdom came out in between Breath of the Wild and Tears of the Kingdom, it might be my favorite Zelda game of all time. So it's like, how can I say my favorite Zelda game of all time could have happened had it not been a sequel to another game that came out? It's this weird thing, but playing it didn't have the impact that playing Breath of the Wild did on me. But Breath of the Wild had a lot of flaws, so it's not my favorite Zelda game. Tears of the Kingdom doesn't have the impact Breath of the Wild had, but fixed up some of the flaws, but didn't rehaul things quite enough. Because it kind of felt like it was a Band-Aid on Breath of the Wild. So I don't know. I'm kind of just rambling. But I feel like it's going to win Game of the Year. It's probably my Game of the Year out of the games I played. But it still has its flaws, and it's not as revolutionary as Breath of the Wild. That might be the best way to say it. Breath of the Wild had this punch to it. Like, playing the Great Plateau for the first time was quite an experience. I didn't get that with Tears of the Kingdom. Tears of the Kingdom just felt like a better Breath of the Wild, but not as impactful as Breath of the Wild. It's weird. It's hard to. But yeah, it was a little too similar. That's what they basically told us we were going to get. So it's not like I feel gypped here or anything. But yeah, that's what it was. So I say the Shante game revealed at Indie World was Lost Media. Yeah, that's so cool. It was Lost Media because I was talking about Star Fox 2 being on the Super NES Classic. It's really cool when something like that finally happens. Very, very cool to see. Tears of the Kingdom is basically more Breath of the Wild. Yeah, it is. It's like it's like a long DLC for Breath of the Wild, or a very large DLC for Breath of the Wild. And they do address a lot of the issues with Breath of the Wild. Again, like weapon durability, they gave us fusing weapons and stuff, but it doesn't quite fix the core issue with that. I didn't still felt like I wanted key items. Still felt like I wanted actual traditional dungeons, whereas they gave us what looked kind of like traditional dungeons, but were really more like Divine Beasts in gameplay. So it's like they made this weird balance of not changing Breath of the Wild too much. Again, it feels almost like had Breath of the Wild cooked longer, it would have came out as Tears of the Kingdom. So we kind of got to get Breath of the Wild if it cooked longer in Tears of the Kingdom, which was cool to get, but it wasn't exactly a step forward or revolutionary thing the way Breath of the Wild was. Though, again, I think it might win Game of the Year simply because a lot of critics talked about how mechanically under the hood that game did some pretty amazing things, was able to achieve things that people were like, how is this game even doing this? Some of the physics mechanics to it and how big it is and just everything like that, which is impressive. I mean, having the underground, the sky, the world, it's very impressive, and that alone might win it Game of the Year because I don't know any other game that can do what Tears of the Kingdom did with just how big the world is in that way. Yeah, dungeons were a step in the right direction, but still not traditional dungeons. Fusing weapons, step in the right direction, but I still would have liked some key items. Would have been cool. I guess the champions, they're like spirits that follow you, or their essence, whatever it is. That was kind of like a key item each dungeon. But I don't know. There's some things from classic Zelda. I feel like you fuse back into the Breath of the Wild formula, and you get a very awesome Zelda game. And that's what I was hoping Tears of the Kingdom was, and it wasn't really that. They didn't really take anything from classic Zelda stuff and put it back. They just kind of took the Breath of the Wild formula and polished it in the areas that weren't so great in Breath of the Wild. So it was a better experience, but again, it wasn't as impactful or revolutionary because it wasn't the first time you're experiencing all that stuff. So yeah, I don't know. Again, but I do think it's probably going to win Game of the Year. It's my vote. Maybe if I play Baldur's Gate, maybe I'd have a different opinion. But yeah, Mario Wonder's cool, but I don't think it's Game of the Year worthy. It's great, but yeah. Resident Evil 4 Remaster, really cool. I love Resident Evil 4. It's my favorite Resident Evil. But I don't know. It's just, it's a remaster. What else was on there? Alan Wake 2 I haven't played. I've heard mixed things about it, though. First Alan Wake's awesome, but I've heard mixed things about the sequel. So that's too new. I haven't played it yet. What's the other game that's on there? I feel like there's maybe one more that I'm totally spacing on. I know Starfield isn't. Hogwarts Legacy isn't. What's the other game? Hi-Fi Rush is not. What is the other game that's on there? Final Fantasy 16 is not. What? I don't know. I can't remember it. Anyway, yeah, I'm guessing Tears of the Kingdom. All right. Well, thanks for watching the Indie World, everybody. Like I said, I'll be streaming the Super Mario RPG Remaster on Friday, so pop in for that. And this weekend is going to be Mario RPG weekend, so I'll be streaming it probably Friday, Saturday, maybe a little bit on Sunday too. Sunday's my birthday, so we'll see if I do a birthday stream. Yeah, so thanks for watching, guys. Catch you later.